right now, most of it looks good. Whereas last weekend, yesterday, we did have a couple of thunderstorms by the end of the day, a little less of a chance as we head into next week, Don.
All right, Joe, thank you. Well, we are hoping that Thursday is okay because we got the big farmers market coming up. We are joined now by Chef Michael Roddey. Chef, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You're here to talk about this. It's a pleasure to have you back. Juniata Farmers Market at Penn State Altoona. And this is a big deal. It's getting bigger and better every year, isn't it?
It is, yes. There's a lot of momentum going, and especially for this year, trying to promote the market and getting customers out to the market.
So what do they have at the market?
Well, there's various produce vendors, and one of the big things with those that are selling their produce, it has to be farmer raised and harvested. So we know by going to the campus market that it is actually locally produced products that are coming there. They also have some other fun things like bath bombs and local cheese that's being produced and harvested or being made locally as well. So there's some good things that you can get down there. Yeah,
and they're adding more all the time. I even saw on the list there was kettle corn and baked goods. I mean, you can't go wrong to go there and get that. And speaking of, you can get the fresh produce, which you mentioned. And being a chef, how do you feel about getting the fresh produce to cook with summer dishes or any time of the year, as opposed to getting it somewhere else?
Well, there's a couple things that revolve around that. One, when you're buying local, you're supporting your local economy. The other side of that is you're buying the product at its peak of freshness. So it's being harvested and likely it's coming to the market within a day. So when we talk about the shelf life, you have a great extended shelf life that's associated with that product. Also the nutritional value. Studies show that the fresher the product is, the less degradation that goes on, so the more inherent nutrients that are contained in that product.
Really? So would you say it's healthier then to get it from farmers markets because of that?
With all that being put into the equation, it should be, because the nutritional value is higher.
Yeah. So talk about some of the most popular food items that you can get at a farmer's market, and maybe some of the things you might be able to do with them. For recipes.
So with farmers markets, they're very seasonal. So as we kick off the campus market this Thursday, we're not going to have a lot of things. So there's going to be greens, there's going to be lettuce and some spinach and collard greens and some early spring onions and garlic scapes and so forth, and some herbs. Rhubarb is another one that's coming up right now and available. So really it's going to progress through the season, ending then with fall squashes and so forth, and we'll start to hit on tomatoes more into the middle of the harvest season. So, but there's great things that you can do with them, and even though we are limited with the selection that's going to be there starting out on Thursday, what I will be doing through our promotion of tomorrow through Thursday at the various places throughout the community is showing how we can be creative just with the limited amount of ingredients that we do have. And my philosophy of food is quick, simple, and easy, and flavorful. So how can we work with a limited pantry, as we did whenever we made the corn dish a week and a half or so ago? Very limited ingredients, and really letting the product speak for itself and not putting anything to mask what is the inherent flavor that's already there.
Yeah, you mentioned the things that you're going to be doing, and just real quick before we get to that, you're having free rides for people who want to go to the farmers market, right, this Thursday?
Yes, so I'm very happy to be involved with local agriculture and promoting the local markets, and through this venture that we have going right now with the Division of Conservation and Amtran is actually offering free rides to the campus market. If the customers tell on Thursdays, so Thursdays from 2 to 6 is the campus market. If the riders tell the driver that they're going to the campus farmers market, they'll get a free ride to and from. So that's a great incentive. So again, we're trying to promote that market because it is growing in momentum and really making it pay off for the vendors that are there.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest ones around, I know. Now you mentioned that you're going to be doing free cooking demos leading up to the farmers market.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit more about those.
So the primary focus for these cooking demos, one, is to promote the market, two, to show folks what they can do with the goods that they get at the market, because a lot of times people are I don't want to say afraid, but they're a little reluctant to know what to do with things. And so that's what I'll be doing. And we're focusing on certain areas of the community. So it is Pleasant Village, which is going to be tomorrow. We're going to be at their picnic pavilion. So we'll be doing demos there. And then we'll be focusing on the elderly or the senior citizens in the senior care downtown in the Gables building. And then on Thursday, we'll be at the Fairview Picnic Pavilion as well. So again, focusing on certain areas of the community that may need to have that little bit of initiation or that little jump start into purchasing local and really embracing the fresh food philosophy and bringing it right back home and being able to cook it and put it on the table.
Yeah, that'll be great to have you there in person to instruct everyone and give people great ideas for their fresh produce.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go over that one more time. We'll take a look at the various locations. There they are on your screen: Pleasant Village, Picnic Pavilion in Altoona, that's tomorrow at 2, and then the Senior Care Altoona, that's on Wednesday at 1, and then Fairview Picnic Pavilion in Altoona, that'll be on Thursday, and that's at 3 o'clock, and then the Farmers Market itself, Juniata Farmers Market, Penn State Altoona, every Thursday starting this week from 2 to 6 and going to October 30th. Chef Roddey, thank you so much
Thank you for
being
having me.
here.
It's a
I know
pleasure.
you'll be back to cook for us again
I
soon.
hope to soon.
Can't wait.
Yes.
All right, we'll be
Local
right
produce.
back.
Yeah.
That's right, local.